So we'll be going over this, and then now, according to each person is to pick a state in the country and pick the longitude and latitude and georeference the state. Show the root mean square error of the projection system that was used. We will state whether we use geographic coordinates or the projected coordinates. Now, the difference between the geographic coordinate and the projected coordinate is that in geographic coordinate system, the curvature of the earth is put into consideration, and in the projected coordinate system, we assume the earth surface to be plane. So that is the difference, but in most cases we use the geographic coordinate system because we are dealing with the states, but we can use anyone according to the project. Now, the report to be done in soft copy. Create a geodatabase consisting of line, polygon, and point features. Now, the point features will be for state capital, local governments in the states, line features, boundaries, major road, and other things. So the first thing we need to do now is go to our browser. Though we have many ways of doing it, but the first thing we can do now is go to our browser. I'll go to our browser. Okay, go to our browser, and then make sure we are connected to the internet, and then download a map of Nigeria with longitude and latitude. So that will help us. We are downloading a map with longitude and latitude so as to be able to georeference easily. So we look for maps that can be downloaded with longitude and latitude. This one has long and lat. Now we download it. Now you need to look for the quality too. The quality is 800 by 60. Can we look for other maps that will be better? We need to look for other maps that will be very clear and better. We need a clear map. We need a clear map. So I think I will pause the video to look for a clear map, so you can check the link for it. Okay, I think I've seen one that would be good. Okay, and if you check the resolution too, you need to let the resolution come down, be restored before you download it. So you see that this resolution is good, and if you click it, you visit the website. When you visit the website, you see that it is very clean, so you can save as. Now later, okay, we save it as, and then you download it. Okay, let's look for other options. Okay, we are to do the road, and I think this one has road. Wow, good. So let's pay it a visit as well. Let's see what is being there. Wow, so we'll be able to check the road, the capital that we were asked to do, then the capital, the local government. So I think this one consists of it, so we can download this as well. So when we download these as well, so we need a working folder. So we need to create a new folder for our work where we will put all our work inside. So we can just create a folder and name it today. Okay, let's just name it today. So we can put all our downloaded files into today, so that we can pick it from our Arcgis. So we go to our downloads. We downloaded these two maps, right? So we can cut it and then place it into our today. Okay, you can just do Windows E. Now let me not do shortcuts. Okay, you come here, so you cut it. After you cut it, you come back to your Windows, go to where you save your file, open it, very empty, paste it there. So when you paste it there, you are good to go. So you can then go to your ArcMap, enter it. When you open it, then you let it load. So I will be pausing the video for my ArcMap to load. So our Arcgis is open. We go to new maps. So when we click on new maps, you click on open. So when we click on open, we want to import our data. So we bring our data, we bring in our data. So after we bring in our data, our data is saved in our folder. So let's go to our folder. So we go to desktop, we save it as today. I clicked T on my keypad. So open today, highlight the two, highlight with your left click, and then open the two. So you press OK. You set the coordinate system of your working environment. Let's set it to go to geographic coordinate system. So we are going to state in our report that we use the geographic coordinate system. So you go to geographic coordinate system, go to scroll down, go to world. So go to WGS 84. I pressed W on my keypad for a quick scroll. So I click on WGS 84 by double clicking it. Okay, to check the parameters. Okay, I apply. You have to apply for it to be done, and then you click OK. So these are the two maps, but for now let us just make use of one of the map. For I think this one will be better for digitizing the state because it is big. So you can drag this map manual down so that this one goes up. Now the next thing we'll be doing now is to georeference our map. Now for us to georeference our map, we come to this place and choose this, because this is the map we are working with, so we have to be cautious with that. And now the reason why we downloaded an image that have grid, that is gridded, is because we need the coordinate on it. So these are coordinates in form of longitude and latitude. So we come here to georeference. In case you don't have georeferencing on your keypad, you just come here, you come to georeferencing, check it. You see, you come here, right click, then click on georeferencing, then you have this here. So you click on this, zoom into this point. Now if you notice this point, this is 4, then automatically this will be 3, this will be 2, and then this will be 13. Let's check what is under. This is 12, so it is increasing. So that will be 2 longitude, 14 latitude. So you zoom in very well. So after you zoom in very well, you left click, then you right click, then you come to that other part. You're putting your degree, minute and second. So for the longitude, we said it is 2 degrees. Make this place to be 0, make this place to be 0, make this place to be 0, make this place to be 0. Then we said this place is what? 14. So please, while digitizing, Nigeria is east north. So while digitizing, we need to take our time so as not to get too much error. So the next one is we come down. Now why georeferencing, not digitizing? Why georeferencing? You must cover the whole area. You must make sure your georeferencing is covering the whole area. So you come to this part. When you come to this part, zoom in very well. Zoom in very well. So this is 2, 3. So that means 2 longitude, 4 latitude. So you check this line that is coming. So you should follow this, right? Okay. So zoom in as much as possible. So that will be 2 latitude, 4 longitude, right? 2 longitude, 4 latitude. Left click, right click, input GM long and lat. Then your longitude is what? Our longitude is 2, our latitude is 4, right? 0, 0, 0, 0. Nigeria is east west, east north. So we press OK, we do our zoom extent, then zoom in. Let's check maybe what we put is correct. So 2 longitude, 4 latitude, that's correct. So we come here, zoom out to check. Okay, that means we have to digitize this part. So this is 5, then automatically this place is 4 because this is 6, 5, 6, that's 4, 5, 6. This is 15, so that will be 15, 4, right? So we have to trace this line. Which of the line should we use? The line, the image is not too clear, so we use this. Let's just use this manual. So you are doing for 15 longitude, 4 latitude. So left click, right click, come here. You see the now a check for us is that when our digitizing is getting more, like when we have more points, so not digitizing, georeferencing actually, when the points established or created are being much, our map begin to conform with what we are inputting, but we'll get to see it better later. So you see this is 1458, of which this place was what, 15. You see that it is very very close to 15. So that is like a litmus test, a litmus paper test for us to know that what we are actually doing the right thing. So come here to 0. You see we said this place is 4. You see just some minutes shift. So you click OK, then you do zoom extents. I like zoom extents because it shows everything, and then I'll need to zoom to where I want to work. So the last point is here. So this will be 13, 14. This is 13, 14, 15. So that will be 15 longitude, 14 latitude. Yes, 15 longitude, 14 latitude. The line was actually coming from here. So 15 longitude, 14 latitude. A lot of we are picking is correct. Let's check to be very very sure. 15 latitude, 14 longitude, 15 latitude, 14, 15 latitude, 14 longitude. Sorry, 15 longitude, 14 latitude. So we come here, left click, right click. So you see this one, the latitude is close to 14, the longitude is close to 15, but I think there is much error in the longitude compared to that of the latitude. So you see that we are already having our test, and then we see that this one is no longer giving us a way to change. It is now meaning that yes, okay, this part I am georeferencing is in Nigeria, and because Nigeria is in east northeast of the world, so this is 0, this is 14. So when you click OK, you can draw a zoom extent again, then update our georeferencing. When we update our georeferencing, we can then zoom. When we do zoom extents, okay, come here, hold down your left click and then release it. Hold your left again, hold your left click and then release it. So when you click on georeference, when you click on this point of georeferencing, you see your 4 points that you have georeferenced. So you can rectify it. You can rectify it and save it somewhere. So you can save it here. You can decide to save it here. Let's look for our today folder. Okay, so you can decide to save it in today folder. Okay, let's just move and reach. Click on our today, save it in our today folder, add. So when we add it, we press save. So it is being saved somewhere. So we were asked in our in the assignment that what is the root mean square. So far what we have done is what we have been able to get the map, and then from the map we can digitize the states out. But for now we have done, let's just say we have picked the longitude and latitude. Okay, we've not picked the longitude and latitude of our states, but we have georeferenced the whole map. So let's just highlight this, that we are done with this step. Now showing the root mean square error, now we can come to this place and then we see our root mean square is 0.008. The error is a bit much, but I think it's still appreciable. So we can drop these two. We are done with georeferencing. So from here in our report, we can report our root mean square error with what we have seen. Let me just highlight the whole of this so that we will know where to do. And now projection system use, we can state in our report Now we use the geographic coordinate system with our report. Let me just highlight the whole of this to be sure of what stage we have passed through. And now I would like to introduce something to us, and now that is known as the administrative boundary of each country. Now make sure your internet connection is on. So when your internet connection is still on, go to your browser. When you go to your browser, so in your browser, go to Diva GIS. I will type it so that you can see it. You can close all these. So as to avoid many tabs. So go to Diva GIS. When you go to Diva GIS, come back to all here. Go to Diva GIS. So when you go to Diva GIS, you want to now in this website you can download the administrative boundary of any country that we like. So we are downloading for Nigeria. So let me just press N. When I press N on my keyboard and then my down button, I'm able to navigate to it. Then the administrative areas, right? Now I can click on download. Okay, so you see it is downloading. Okay, let me go back and download, see if I can download. See, it's telling us routes. Okay, let's see if we can download for routes in Nigeria. Okay, wow, we have for routes in Nigeria, so you can download for the routes too. And now let's go to our downloaded folder and then cut it to our working folder so that we can access it easily. So we go to today, enter it, paste it in our today. So extract the two. Okay, let's extract it separately. Actually, if you extract the two together, it will be inside the same folder. So let's extract it separately. Extract files. So in case you don't have the app to extract software for you, you will need to download a WinRAR. Hope this is not attacking the file. Okay, no thread found. Thank you. So we've extracted this. Let's extract this admin too. So we will extract this too. So when we are done with the extraction, we can then come to our map here. So let's save this one. As our work. Let's just say work 1. So let's save it as work 1. So let's save it in our today's folder. So it will be work 1, right? So that's our app map. So job. Now let's open a new folder so I can show you how we can easily do this thing without stressing ourselves too much. So yes, we are saving the changes. Now here if I bring in let's bring in our downloaded data. Okay, this is our today. Now let's bring in our downloaded data. Now let's load the shape files. Let me not rush us. Come to add data. Hold your control button, then begin to click on the shape file. The CSV files are Excel files. We don't need that for now. So you click on it, you add. So after you add them, now see the best thing. This is the boundary of the NGA admin 0 is the boundary of Nigeria. The NGA admin 1 is the states in Nigeria, and this is representing the local government in Nigeria. And see, we are asked to do for local governments, state capital, state boundaries, areas of which. So this is how we can. This will really help us. So let's load the NGA. Let's load this shape file to see. Now imagine this is the roads and we are asked to do the major roads. I think we are good to go. We are good to go. So this is what we do. Let's bring this one. Let's drag this one down for now. So for this, let's deal with the boundary first. Let's try to label it. We want to see what the labeling is. So Nigeria, nice one. Okay, so let's drag it down. Okay, let's do the admin one. Let's bring it. Let's arrange it accordingly. So states. Okay, let's label it also. Label feature. Wow, Nigeria, what's happening? Come to our attribute table. Okay, name 0, but it's supposed to be name 1. That means I'll need to pause the video because we will need to check the property, and clicking on the property, it takes time to load. So from this property panel, we can change the label name to show the state's name. So depending on the processor of your laptop, that will determine the time it will use to open. So this is the page we will see. Now we remember that when we checked it the other time, the state name was under name 1, so we change it to name 1 and then we apply. So you can shift this, see it has been applied to it. So we can change the label style, the label text color. Okay, I won't be doing much on this. I just want us to see that we can do more on it, and depending on how we feel we want to do it. So we can change the state name to 10, but I think let's just leave it in that 8. I think the 8 is okay. Apply. So the placement always straight, so that it will be within the boundary, so it will not really go out like that. So you can press OK. So we are done for the state on. Let's go for the admin on. Oh, sorry, we rearranged it. So for the local government on, the same way, go to label features, and then wow, we're having Nigeria again. So let's check the label name from the attributes table. So from the attributes table, we see that it is under name 2. Meanwhile, it is the label in the properties is under name 1. So we go to properties again. I'll have to pause the video. So we are here again. It is open, so we can just shift it to the side, and then it is under name 2. So we scroll to name 2, then apply. Make sure you apply whenever you are done with anything. So so we have the names here. You see Badagry or Joy. So this should be talking about Lagos State. So the placement, let's do it always straight within, so it will place it inside. So we can reduce this font size to 6. Although when you zoom it, everything will become normal. Everything will sit right inside of it. So like this is what I am showing. This is Lagos State here, right? So when you zoom, you see the text now. They are sitting inside of it. So now this is what I just want to show us before Charlie says it. So with this we can do more. Let's check. Let's put this on and check the roads. Let's check out the roads. Okay, that means we need to drag the road up, like it is a form of layers. So you see, these are the roads. You can use this as the major roads in Lagos State, and then you can digitize this for him, or better still, we use this our other map. So let me pause the video and resume what we've been doing. So back to our working environment. Now that we are done with the georeferencing. Okay, now it said we should choose a state and then know the longitude and the latitude of that state. So for knowing the longitude and the latitude of that state, you can just go to your browser and say longitude and latitude of whatever state you want to do. Now, as per Osun guy, I'm from Osun, so I'll be doing Osun state because Osun is very big and it will take my time, see how big Osun is. So I'll be digitizing Osun state. So how do I digitize? You just zoom to whatever you want to do, and now you come to your catalog. When you come to your catalog, okay, this is today's folder in your desktop. So you right click, after you right click, come to new, then move to shapefile. So you create a shapefile. So what are this thing we need to create? So maybe we should work first with, we said polygon, area of each local in the states, area of each local government in the states, boundary of the states. So let's work on the boundary of the state. We can highlight this as done. So that means we are working on boundary of the state. We just say Osun underscore boundary. So now it is polygon, right? So we go to polygon. Now we have to choose the coordinate system that we use. So you choose the WS84, or you know how we did it the first time. Click on geodetic coordinate system, come to world, click on WS1984. When you click it, okay, and then you can check all these. This is just for you to see the parameter, and then for you to be able to check. Maybe you want to do some interpolations later. So okay, so after you do that, your shapefile is created here. So while on your shapefile, come to editor, come to start editing. So when you click on start editing, it will give you the list of what you can digitize. So this is where you will choose your shapefile that you created from your catalog. So maybe while it is still loading, let me pause the video. Okay, it is done loading now. You see this sign that is bringing. So you come to your create features, click on this place here. When you click on it, come to choose polygon here. You are using polygon, so you see it has changed to plus sign. So you now digitize it carefully. How do you start digitizing? Just come to your point, your boundary, left click, 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 left click. So as to reduce the timing of this video, I think I'll need to pause it, but towards the ending I will resume the video again. So I'm almost done with the digitizing. So click again. So I want to end digitizing here. You left click twice here, papa, and then you see. So you have to save your edit before stopping your edit. Save your edit before stopping your edit. So save my edit, and then I will stop my edit. So when I stop my edit, when I come here on my shapefile I have created and come to the open attribute table, you see this is it here. So I can add a field and name it. Okay, add field. So let me name the field states, all my states. About to be an Osun. So we are using the data type text for it. So okay, so I can come here and name it. Okay, it is not okay. So maybe for me to edit here, I'll need to put on my editor. So start editing, and then here I can. Okay, so I'll just write Osun State. So and then I can stop editing here and say edit, stop editing. So this is Osun State. If I click here, you see it is highlighting my state. So I'm done with my state. You will see that it's now. I need it to appear, right? So I need to go to label. I need it to label it. So it is labeling it as 0. That means it is labeling it with this FID. So we do the normal process. I have to pause the video. We go to properties again. So after we go to properties, we do the labeling. So we do the normal thing. My state, placement. Let's just put everything together. I need to be inside. Okay, apply. Okay. See, oh, I won't like to open it again because it will be very, very stressful. So you see, the state is here. So here's how we do this. Okay, I want us to do another practical. You know, I was talking about cheating. It's not cheating actually, but it's just a normal work, like the administrative boundary we downloaded. So let's bring it in. let's bring in the administrative boundary we downloaded recently. So we downloaded this, right? So if we bring, let's bring the 3 in first. Let's bring the 3 in. Add. Now you know that they are in the administrative boundary, they are in geodetic, what geodetic coordinate system also. Now see our digitizing. You see that our digitizing is not really perfect, but to some extent we tried, right? Just some error. So the root mean square error, that was why the root mean square error was, that was why there was a root mean square error. So with this we can put up the country boundary, and then you see to some extent we try with the states. We try with the states that we have digitized. To some extent we try with the states. It is because of the digitizing error. That is why there is a shift here. And then now the local government, and for the local governments we can just do the labeling. We can just do the labeling here for the local government, and then digitize everything from here. We can even digitize our states from here. So this is what we should do. Just tell it to label features. Okay, so we need to do that what we did then in our example. We need to do it again here now. We need to do it here again. Okay, actually, so as not to waste my time, I have brought in, the one I did the other time. So I just brought in the shape file and resume the work. So you see, this is my state. Okay, let me change the transparency of my state and change it to line. Double click this place. When you double click it, the fill color, change it to no color. Then you change this one and choose red here, something like red. Sorry, the fill color, no color. Then here you can use something like red for the boundary. Increase the thickness of that line, and then okay, you see, this is my own boundary now. This is my boundary. Okay, so you see, I can put on my admin local government here. You see, after putting on my local government, I can just digitize. Okay, this is Aye, this is Aye Dade. Sorry, if you're not arranged my village last. So this is Aye Dade. So I'll just click on. All I need to do is come to my editor, do start editing, then choose mine. Now I'll need to create a shape file for my local government first. That's why it asks me. So I'll come to today, right? I'll come to today. We got here. Come to catalog, right click, come to new, come here, and then do local government. I can just do local underscore govt. So he said our local government should be what? He said area of each local in the state. So we are going to do it is going to be polygon since it is area. So we'll do area of each local government. Remember, we have to give it a coordinate system, which is our WGS 1984, and then these ones are not really compulsory like that. So you see, we have our local governments now. Now let's set our local governments. Let's remove the fill color. Let's set it to be okay. Let's say we use blue, and then let's set the thickness to 2 thick, but let's just set it to 2. So you can just come here. Please do an accurate work in your own. You can decide to digitize the boundary here to the boundary of the states here, and decide to digitize it here too. So please do an accurate work. So I will just do the digitizing, pause it, and then do the digitizing of all the local government before I resume the video. So let me just start with this. Come here, click on this editor, start editing. Now what are we editing? Is it Osun State boundary? Is it this? No, these are the ones we are editing. The shape files, the shape file for local government. So you click on it, okay, and then you come to your create feature. Okay, it is still loading. Let me pause the video. So when it is done, it gives us this sign. Come to local governments. What are we still doing? Is still polygon we are doing actually. Click on your polygon, right? Then it's changed to a plus sign. Then you start digitizing. How do you start digitizing? Let's digitize Adebande. I think that's where my grandpa is from. So click here, then click here, then click here. You see this one, it is even snapping to all those points. It is easily snapping to it. So depending on how much you understand it, I think I prefer you digitize this administrative boundary that we have downloaded. But for learning purposes, you can use the direct map so that you can be able to reproduce it and teach someone else in the future. So I'll be posting the video now. Okay, so I'd like to show us something concerning this digitizing for a fast digitizing. So it is known as autocomplete polygon. So the autocomplete polygon helps very a lot in the case whereby I have digitized this boundary, and then now there's an adjacent property that is sharing the same boundary with it. So if I start clicking, my snapping will not really help me because it will be tedious, and then the lines will not really fall. So there will be some digitizing errors known as gaps. There are types of digitizing errors that will occur. You can read that up. So to prevent that, what we do is we use autocomplete. Okay, let me save the edits of what I've been doing, and then how we start our digitizing. Okay, let me stop the editing. Okay, editor, start editing. I am still digitizing the local government. Choose my local government, then come to my create feature, choose what I want to do. Now in this case, we'll not be choosing polygon again, we'll be choosing autocomplete polygon. So when we choose autocomplete polygon, it will give us the sign of polygon. But now in this case, now see that it is sharing boundary with this, it is sharing boundary with this, and it is sharing boundary with this. We just come inside one of the boundary, come here, click, click. Oh, so I'll pause the video. Towards the ending I will resume it again. So I am getting towards the end of this. So click here, we come into this boundary, come into this boundary, come into this boundary, come into this boundary. Then when you reach the last point, make sure you center it on this point, not necessarily center. Then you double click. Sorry, let me come back. So you just come, make sure you are here, and then you double click. So you see automatically it forms a new polygon. So if I want to digitize this man here too, what I would do is start from here, then go, come back through this place anyhow, and then double click. So that's the short thing I want to show us about the digitizing. So we are done with the boundary and the local governments of each state. Now I have shifted my boundary to the boundary of my state to fit in with the administrative boundary that I downloaded. So, and I have changed the thickness. You know how to change the thickness. You come here, you change the thickness. Let me just change the thickness to 3 so you can see. You see, it becomes thicker. So I can change the thickness of this blue line to be, let's use 1. Okay, you see. Okay, so now we want to name it the way they have named it here. So what do? We come to local government, we come to the attribute table. We come to the attribute table. When you come here, you right click, then you left click, and you go to the attribute table rather, and then you get this. So make sure you are not in editing mode. Come to this part, you add field. So let's say our field name is local. Okay, let's just say local government area underscore. Remember, we use only underscore, no space in Arcgis. So it is, the data type is text, not float. Short integer is an integer, maybe like all these about 12, 10, and all those things. Long integer, maybe you want to use thousands and hundreds, though it can take the input of a short integer to float. Float is a data type that has decimal. with it. Double two is a data type that have decimal, but it's just that the amount they can hold is different. So text, like our normal alphabet, and then this one holds only date, so we are going for text. So we can change the length if you want, but most of these things, they are not up to more than 50, so let's just leave it that way. So we have it here, so we can just come here. I think before we can work on this, we have to start editing. So we choose the local governments. Okay, so we come here. Now how do I identify the state name? Just click here. Once you click here, you see that is Ayedade. That's Ayedade, right? So you just, well, we need to turn it to Ayedade. So you just come here. That's right. Ayedade. So you come here again, you choose the second one. Let's see, the second one is it. The first one is identifying Ayedade. The second one is Ife not. So you do Ife not. Now some people will ask me that, okay, I said when I start working in GIS, why am I putting space here? This one has been designed to take in space because it is like we are inputting character, but this one is like a variable. It's like a variable. So this is like a string. I think I should pause the video so I'm not to lengthen the video to fill in the name. So when I'm done filling the name, I will resume the video. So we click here again. What's wrong? We click here again. So when we click here, it's not showing us that. That means we must have done an error here to have this small space. So we can decide to remove it and then come here, click here. It is still giving us the same thing. Come here. Sorry, it was because of most of our digitizing error there. So I've removed this one that you see that click here now. It's going to take me to the area which that's Ife East. So let's do for this place, which is Ife South. So I'll be posting the video after this. So I'm done labeling. So let's check our labeling. Let's put off all these, and then this is our own work. So how we remember that we can put on our labeling by just clicking on label. Just clicking this. So we need to go to our properties like we did then. I would like to pause the video again. So it is open. So we come to the Lagos name of local government area name, and when we come to the local government area name, we can try to bolding it. Okay, we can see our work here when we apply. Okay, I think the bolding will work, and we can reduce the font size to 6. I did not apply, so it's not going to work. Let me just open it again. So we are here again. So do the placement. Make sure you click always straight. When you click always straight and you apply it, all the text will be centered. So we feel that this is to some extent acceptable. So you can just do okay. So the boundary, let's label this also. I think we've set. Are we done for this? Label feature is on, and now labeling. Then that means we need to go to its properties again. So I need to pause the video again. Now our state is being labeled now. So let's check what we've been doing. So we are asked to do polygon of areas for each local government and the boundary of the state. I think we are done with this. We are not receiving the best for now. So Now, line features showing boundaries and major routes. So I think um, line feature cannot be used to show boundaries, because boundary, according to the definition of boundary is polygonal. Unless we want to just show the, the shared boundary of each, maybe, okay, we can just show the boundaries. Maybe we should show the boundary. Let me just take it to the map. Maybe we should show the boundary that it shares, maybe with a line that it shares with this, um okay, the boundary that it shares with this, all these, Quara and this. Maybe that is what it means by that. I don't know. So I don't know for now. So I said create a geodatabase of line, polygon. So we've done for polygon, which is this, right? So remaining for line. So for line now, major routes, I think we can just use our expo from our administrative data that we downloaded. And then the point features. Now the point features, he said the point features should be what? State capital, local governments in the states. So since we've done polygon for area of each local government, so we can do point features of it. That one is very, very easy. So I think let's move to that now. So for us to create our point features, okay, let's work with point features for each local government. So what we do is we come to our catalog like we've been doing, right? And then what are we doing in our catalog? We are creating a shapefile. So let's name the shapefile. Let's name the shapefile. Okay, we've named this local government here. So let's name it. Let's name it LGA, capital letter LGA. So still showing local government, and now it is point. So we have to give it, we have to assign it a coordinate system of WGS 1984. This I just like to check this in case I want to export my data and I want to use it for some other manipulations or interpolations. So I click points and then we see it is created. So here now we can do a little bit of stuff. We cannot just use just one single point. So we can decide to, okay, let's take for instance, we are representing each airport in a state or country, sorry, in a country. We can just use this airplane. It is a point feature. These are point features. So for local governments, which one do you think we should use? Let's check. And then another interesting thing is that you can just come here and just put local, and then I think it will load it. Local government. Let's see if it will load it for us. So it is telling us no label criteria. Okay, let's just cancel it and go to our normal label. Let's check the reference style. Let's cancel our search. Okay, let's just choose one point here. That will be very, very okay. Okay, this is like interstates. Okay, I think let's just use something decorating. That is just my point. That's what I've been trying to do. Let's use something decorating. Okay, let's just increase. Okay, let's use it 18. Let's use it like this. Okay, so now what I'll be doing is I'll go to my editor, go to my start editing. Now what am I doing? I'm doing for local government, right? Come here, then go to my create feature, come to my LGA, then choose points. So all I need to do is what? Come here, point it 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 here. I think I need to I want to reduce the size and I'm sorry, the timing of the video. So let me pause. So we are done putting all the points, so we do our normal thing, save the edits, then stop the edits. So we can put up this to see what we have created so far. So this is it. By the time we are trying to do our final map, you will see how everything will be labeled. So with this, I think it is becoming too big and then making the map not look interesting. So I think we'll be reducing the size of the points, of the shape points that we have created. So while it loads, I pause. So don't mind my laptop. So we'll reduce it. Let's reduce it to like 10. Okay, let's check. Okay, I think this is okay to some extent. So when we zoom in, its positions, it does not conflict the labeling. It doesn't conflict the labeling. So that about that. So I think we are done with this point feature that says that local government. Now it said the state capital. The state capital now. So what's the capital of my state? Oshogbo. So I think we are done with these point features then. So I know that Oshogbo is my state capital. Then I can navigate to it and then do my editor, start editing, go to my LGA, that is the local government area. Okay, I think we need to do it separately. Let's not do it like this. So let's create another shape file. According to it, let's create another shape file and name it capital. So since we have just one capital, we can't have capital for each local government. It shares the same capital. So we set our coordinate system like myself. If you wish, click on this and then we change the type. So capital now, capital. What symbol can we use for capital? We can just use something very okay. Let's look for the name. Or should we just do a search? Let's do a search. I think it should recognize capital. So capital now, it recognizes capital. So let's also use capital offense. Capital offense there. Let's use this. I think it looks beautiful. So Oshogbo is a very small state. Sorry, it's big because Osun is big too. Let's not downgrade my state. So I will need to reduce the stuff. Let me just reduce it to 15 so that it will not conflict with the local government point representation. Although we can print the plan together, and at times we might not print it together. So I have created this. So while on this, I start my editing, and then I tell you that is on the capital I want to work on. Go to my create features, go to my capital, create my point features, and then where's your Oshogbo? Oshogbo is around here, yes. So you see where, so I can just place it here and then I move out. So you see, so by the time we are creating our final plan, you will get to see all this. So that is it here. So you can then do your save edits, stop edits. So you can see your app map, and then now what are the other things we want to do? So I think the last one now. So we're already creating a geodatabase. Now we have created a geodatabase already. So you may need the reports. You can find a way to do the report by yourself. I think we should just, the assignment is done too. Okay. So the topic, we are done with this. Now the latitude and the longitude of the states, you can just pick it from the app map, or you just browse the latitude and the longitude of Osun State directly. So you get it. And even from our image, from our downloaded image here, you can just trace Osun. Where did you put the image? Okay, This is the administrative. Let me just put off all this. So this is the administrative, right? So let me zoom extent. So let me zoom. Oh, so where's Oshun? Oshun is around here. Alright, Oshun is around same boundary with Oyo. Where is it? This one. Okay, this is Ogun. So this is Oshun. So you see, Oshun is around. If you check Oshun here now, Oshun is around 8 degree latitude. Then what longitude is around 4 degree longitude or this one. So just check online. You should get that. You should get the precise one. So that's that about that. So with this now, with this, we need to do line features for major roads. Okay, so line features for boundaries. Okay, should we do for boundaries by using the adjoining boundaries? Should we use the adjoining boundaries? Okay, let's just do for major road first. So from what we inputted, let's put off all this for now. So should we put off the boundary now? No. Okay, this is the roads. So let's see the roads in wow. So we can just digitize through. This is an expo actually, but the normal way we would have done it is come here on this map, this one that we downloaded here, and then we would digitize it. Let me zoom to layer. So we'll just digitize all the roads that we can see here. But you see, your work will not be too accurate like that. Imagine digitizing all these. It's not really showing it. And the best way you can do it is by using your Google Earth, and then that will take much time depending on the accuracy of the work. So I think it's advisable to go with this. So what do? We put off this local government. Let's put off these local government designs, and then digitize all these roads using line features. So we come to our catalog, come here, do new, come to our shapefile, then do routes. Okay, it said major routes, so let's assume that we have gotten major routes in Oshun. So it is going to be a line feature. So we can choose polyline. You have to coordinate it so that it will not go and fall within Lagos State or Zamfara. So we put this on, and then we OK it. Then we come to our editor, start editing. Then we tell it is our major routes we want to work on. Then we come to our features. So we come to our major routes, and then we choose line, or choose line. So we choose line. So we can then just zoom in and then trace all these. So I don't think we'll be able to label all this, but in case you want to label it, there are many ways you can do it. There are many ways to do this. You can decide to do it any way you like. You can decide to project this on a map, on a live map like Google Map. So when we project it on a Google Map, we will see the labeling. Or better still, we download the street map from Google Map. We download the street map. We can use our offline mapper to do that. We can use SAS Planet, but I am not good at using SAS Planet. So that one will come with label features. So this road now, you just do it. You can decide to choose just one line to run everything if you are good at that. But I think let's just make it practical enough, and then so I'll be posting the video so as not to extend the time Okay, I think we're not even seeing what we are digitizing. So I need to go and increase the width of the road, and then later I'll increase it. So we are done with digitizing all the road. We save our edits, then we stop our edits. So I think we should change the color of this road. Let's change the color of this road to blue. Let's change that blue. No worry, we'll change the color of our local government too. Let's change it to blue. Okay, I think it's too thick. Let's change it to 1.5. Let's try one first. Let's try one. Okay, okay, because it is major road, let's use, maybe we'll use that. Let's try 1.5, or maybe we'll use the 2. So okay, 1.5 is okay. So local government, let's put on our local government. Our local government is a bit conflicting with our road. So what we do is we use what color will be best. Okay, let's use this brownish orange. Anything happen? Okay, yes, but no, this is not what we need, Joe. No color. We mean that this line, now the line we want, not, so is the line we want to choose the brown color for. Let's choose 2 for it. So I think this is a bit okay. You know, in surveying, red is always for the boundary, reds are always for blue, and then local government, we don't do the local government like that. So let's check the assignments. I think now the only problem now, the line features, now we have done for the major roads, right? Now the only issue here is line features showing the boundaries. Okay, line features showing the boundaries. Let's put up our road. Let's put up our road administrative. So line features showing the boundaries. Let's put up our NGA admin. So should we, let me pause the video and think first. So I think I'm coming to the conclusion that boundary cannot be a line feature. So maybe we should just use the boundary, area of which local government in the state. So you can use the boundary. So if you want to get the area, like the area in square meter of each, so you can just click on our feature. Always click on our feature and then calculate the area, which I'll be showing us later. So I need to pause the video. Okay, let's put up this first, and then this is it. So we'll be building our final map now. That will be having legend and everything. So this is our map. So we are going to be designing our map now. Now we'll be following everything we've highlighted here, by showing all the features separately. So you come to view. For you to create your map, after you've gotten every details you need, you come to view. When you come to view, come to now the data view. We are in the data view environment currently, so you come to the layout view. So when you come to the layout view, this zoom bar is for the layout. You see, this is for the layout, but this zoom here, this zoom icon here, is for the map we are dealing with. It is for the map we are dealing with. You see, it's for the map we are dealing with. So when you do zoom extend, you see that it is affecting this, it is not affecting this. Okay, so for us to work better, you can just zoom this like this way. When you zoom this, you can still see your frame, and then you come here, you zoom this. So you zoom it and then fit it well. Okay, let's just see something like this. So I think it is becoming too, so this pan will work for this map, you see. so you can maintain it and let it be in. Now I am purposely creating these parts for my details, so I think I need to reduce this a little bit. Oh sorry, so bring it up, scale it. I am actually rescaling it so that I can have space for my title, where I can have space for my title. So let's just do for it like this. Oh, too small. Okay, good. So I think it should be okay like this. Yes. Okay, we can decide to center it. So we come here, we come to, when you are done, you come to insert, you come to title. So what would you like to give your map? What title would you like to give your map? So you can just say map showing the boundary, the boundary, the boundary of Osun State. So when you click it, you see the text, so you can bring the text down here. So this is the text, so you can decide to bolden the text. You can decide to bolden the text by double clicking, and once you double click it, you come to the font size. I think we are okay with this font size, but we can decide to choose Times New Roman. Okay, come to change symbol. So once it opens, we can decide to change the font here using Times New Roman. Can decide to change this to, okay, existing is okay. Then we should bolden it because it is the title. Should we underline it? Okay, we can underline it. Okay, this is the preview here, so we can okay it here. Then the angle, it should be straight and it should be centered. We want it to be centered. We want the size and position. Okay, that's, we can do this with our hand, so we can just do okay. So you see it has been effected. Okay, you can navigate with your button. So what else do we need to add? Okay, concerning the paper size, let's take the paper size we are currently using. Okay, we are using letter is similar to our E4, but in case we are asked to use any other size, so we can just come to this part and change it. You can come to ISO. Okay, ISO this is A4. Okay, let's choose A4. Let's choose A4 landscape. I think this will be better. Oh, this will be better, I think. So if we choose this, I think this will be better. We can just move it. Where did our title go to? Wow. Our title is gone. Our title is gone. So we can just come to this part. Okay, we can decide to center. Let's center our map. Let's center the map. So we can come here, insert title, mark showing the boundary. Okay, it is not gone like that. So you know what we did the other time, the text, the change symbol. So my laptop. So we come back here, change it to time you are typed on your keyboard for easy scrolling, and then I think we should change the text so that the text will read something like map showing the local government of each state and every, so let's deal with this phrase. Let's bolding it, let's underline it. Reference style, all styles. Okay, so should we change the color? Let's change the color to look bluish. Okay, let's make let's see this. What is this edit symbol about? Okay, so it is open. Okay, I'm looking for a way to edit our text normally. Can we edit from here? No. Okay, let's just go back. Okay, we are done. Okay, apply. If you don't apply, it will not be affected. So we are done. So let's go to our insert again, and now in our insert, let's bring in our text. Now we can bring current date. We can even bring in our current date. We can bring in our current date. We can include the okay, let's just change it to 14. Oh, I think we cannot edit here. I'm afraid to go to this place because of my loading laptop, but I think I'll do so. So let's bring in everything we think we need, and then we will arrange it later. So we go to insert, we go to text. Okay, dynamic text. We can go to text. So text allows us to put, maybe we want to put our name and matric number. So that's what text does for us. Which other one? Current time, username. Okay, let's see username. So okay, I think we can use this for our matric number and every other thing. So you can just play around with this one. Coordinate system, I think is very good when we do our coordinate system. When we show our coordinate system. So what other thing can we put? The reference scale, data frame time. Let's check what this reference scale is about. Reference scale is 1 to ratio 0. Okay, don't worry, we will change that later. Okay, I think we can set our scale from here. We can set our scale. Let me copy this first. And then let's just assume we have to do 1 to 10,000. We can do it for so depending on the skill they ask us to use. So this one we show it. So we go to insert. Let's insert. Do we need next-line? What does next-line represent? Next-line. Let's see what it looks like. Oh, that is to. Let's just delete it. We really don't need it. So let's go to insert our north arrow. So the usual arrow, you can decide to choose any of these north arrows that you want, but I think we are used to this. We are used with something like this, so I think I prefer something like this. And then I can change the color to look blue. So I can just put it here, not really conflicting and not too big. Or let me just put it to this side. So I can double click it. When you double click it, it will load the properties. Maybe you want to change the color and everything. Just play around it. Just go to your insert and play around everything there. So as not to waste our time. So let's quickly add other things. Legend. Now legend this legend now we need to choose everything that will be there. So legend will show our choose which layers you want to include in your legend. So let's choose all these. We don't need this is our guideline. So these are the things we need. And then legend items, here we need to choose up to this place too. So we choose up to this place. So we go to next. So the laptop is always ready. So here you want us to choose, maybe we want a border for it. Let us just use 0.5 for it. Do we need the background for it? We really don't need the background for it. We don't need the background for it, but if you want to style your work, you choose any color. Background is just like the back color. Do we need to grab shadow? We don't need to grab shadow. The gap, okay. The rounding, okay. Let's preview our job first. Let's preview how the legend will look like. Okay, this is the legend here now. For you to see it, yeah, you just put this here. Preview it. Okay, then let me go back. I like to make this I don't know something I really need here. Number of columns. So we can go to our Times New Roman. So next. So you can change the size and click on the single part used to represent the building. Selecting the more relevant which package you want to change. So to take a removing everything. So preview it. Now because we choose three columns there, so that way I think that to finish. The legend should just be, you see, so these are the things we have to do. So some boundaries, local government, give the major roads. So it is not showing for our percentages because we do not put over our percentages. When we do it on, you see, I think the legend is blue. So you can double click it so that it will blue. So we can do another legend since we just put on this one, and then we highlight this and this, and then we leave it in one column because of the space that we have, and then we'll finish it. So this is our legend here. We can always drag, we can delete this now, and then with this we can resize it, to how much you want. So I think with this we are good to go. So you can decide to print different maps that you want and then do the legend again and again. I can decide to put off this and put off this, you see now, and then print just this, and then I can decide to print all my maps one by one. I can decide to print this first, that is my local government. Then I can decide to print only ocean boundary first. I can decide to print all this. So let's just set our stuff here that we have here, so we can the date. Let's just look for you can, okay, the date, change symbol. So I think with this, because of my current loading of laptop, maybe we should just let me pause.